Welcome and thank you guys for joining me again. This is the second series or step number 2 in the top 10 must haves to be a successful nonprofit founding leader. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate that. My name is Tiffany Taylor Hicks, and I am the owner of Velvet Rope Experience, and I am your training consultant for today. And we're going to be doing a little bit of training on step number 2. Step number 2 is mission, vision, and core values. And I want to make sure that you guys can understand the importance of those 3 items as it relates to your nonprofit organization. So, some of you guys know that this is my very first video series, or my first training series. So I'm super excited. It is not going to be perfect, but it is going to be full of information that you will absolutely need and love. So thank you again for joining. So let's go ahead and get started. If you guys are new to the installment and you're just making the decision to purchase video number 2, just know that this is going to be packed with information that will help you with your nonprofit. I want to start with step number 1 was about mindset. If you did not have an opportunity to go check that out, you really should go ahead and check out step number 1, which was the mindset video. But I want to make sure that you guys know that in my videos, you'll hear me speak in terms of entrepreneurship, and that is very specifically because even as a nonprofit organization leader, you are a business leader, and that's super important. If you want to know more about that, exactly like I said, go ahead and check out the very first step, which was mindset. I talk a lot about nonprofit organizational leaders being business leaders and having that mindset of a business leader. But let's go ahead and get into what today's subject is. Today's subject is going to be mission, vision, and core values. So I have a couple of notes here, so you'll see me check out my notes occasionally because I'm very organized. Want to make sure I give you guys all the information that you need. So, mission. What is the mission and what is so important about it? So, a lot of nonprofit organizations, they know exactly what it is that they do, but the problem is articulating that. And if you are looking to get sponsorship, or you are looking to do fundraisers, or you're looking to get funding through grant funding, you must have your mission together, and you must be able to articulate your mission. And more importantly than that, you must be actively doing things in the community that relate to your mission. So what's your mission? Your mission is your purpose. Your mission is what you do. So just know that you really need to sit down and craft a mission statement that talks about what you do, why you do it, and why it's needed. So let's break that down a little bit. So what you do, let's say that your organization feeds the homeless, or let's say that you have an organization that is dedicated to eradicating domestic violence. That's what you do. Why do you do it? So that is super important for you to be able to articulate why you do what it is that you do. So do you understand the need for what it is that you are doing? What is the purpose? So why do you do it? If you feed the homeless, because you want to make sure that there is no person out on the street that is hungry. Or let's say your reason for it is that you know that there is a high number of domestic violence incidents in the city of Houston. So that starts with what do you do, and then why do you do it? The next thing is going to be, who do you serve? So there's a very specific group of people that you serve. Some people only serve the youth. Some people serve people between 15 to 25. Some people serve homeless only. Some people serve families. So who do you serve? And then the next thing is, why do you serve them? So that is really speaking to the pain point. So if you think about it from a business perspective, it is, what problem are you solving? So your mission should be including what you do, why you do it, who you serve, and why you serve them. So again, what you do, why you do it, who you serve, and why you serve them. That's super important for you guys to get that. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Basically, your mission is telling people exactly why you exist to serve the people that you serve. You also are letting people know about your purpose and your passion. You're telling them exactly what you do, why you do it, why you're passionate about it, and why it's needed. That's super important for you to know. So, another good thing for you to touch on as it relates to your mission is whatever it is that you guys do that make it different. So do you offer some type of service that no one else offers? That can be included in your mission because it'll set you apart from others. But just understanding that when you are crafting your mission statement, you want to be very specific about what you do, your purpose of your organization, why you do it. Show your passion in that why. And then who you serve. Be very specific. You can give the age group, you can give the ethnicity, you can give the location, and then why do you serve them? You want to make sure that people completely understand the reason why you service this group of people because they understand the pain point. So that's just a little bit about mission. I have a mission statement generator that if you guys are interested, you can engage in this process with me, and you are welcome to send me an email to tiffany@velvetropeexperience.com. And in the subject, you can put mission statement generator, and I will send you guys the link to the mission statement generator that I located. It actually helped me with putting together the mission for my organization, and I was super excited about that, and I will share that with you. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, and the next topic is vision. So your vision statement. Sometimes people get the mission and the vision confused, and I want to make sure that I let you guys know that the mission is talking very much about where you're going. So you're telling people, and that's the definition of the word mission. So you're on a mission, you are headed somewhere, you are actually doing something. The vision is the roadmap to where you're arriving. So your vision is really very much about how you see the future of your organization. So what are you with doing what you have in your mission? When you do that, what will you achieve? What is your overarching goal? Where will you land? What will you achieve? So basically, your vision is what you see for your organization in the future. That's super important. So it's the long view. It is the future that you see that will come as a result of your efforts doing your mission. So again, that is the future that will be visible as a result of your efforts for your organization. So after your organization provides all the wonderful programs and services that you are going to provide, what will the community be like as a result of that? So will you be reducing the number of people that are homeless? Will you be reducing the number of children that are hungry during the summer? Will you be offering services to women who are in domestic violence situations so that you can help with any women in the city having a place to go or having shelter? Also, and that could look like you can say things like, we will eradicate hunger, or our goal is to reduce the percentage of homelessness by 95%. Whatever that looks like, whatever that vision looks like. For me, and I'm going to give you guys a for-profit example. Very simply because, again, remember, in Mindset, I talked to you guys about the fact that you are a nonprofit organization, but you are operating as a business leader. So my example was, my goal was to take my message national and then global. So whatever your message is, whatever your mission is, if you want to spread that mission, if that's a goal of yours, then that can also be part of your vision. So your vision is a roadmap to your growth. It's where your organization is headed in the future. That is very important for you guys to know. So one of the things that I thought that might help you with it is if you have created an operational budget. We're going to go with you have. If you haven't, that's okay, because one of the steps to being successful is developing an operational budget, and we will get to that. But if you are an organization that has already developed your operational budget, you can look at your budget. Most of you will have a budget that's 3 to 5 years. So if you have a budget that's from year number 1 to year number 3, or if you have from year number 1 all the way to year number 5, you can look at those years as your growth. You can look at those years of when you talk about your budget and when you have included finances in there, where do you expect to go? So wherever you will end up at the end of that 5 years can be your initial vision for your organization. It is a part of your growth of your organization. So you want to show people in your vision statement your big plan. So that's kind of like your utopian idea. So if everything goes as we want it to go with our mission and we accomplish all of these things in our mission, overall, our big picture or big plan will be the vision of the organization. So let's move on to the next subject, and the next subject is core values. So a lot of people don't think that core values are important if you have a nonprofit, but they are super important because the core values talk very specifically about the character and the culture of your organization. So what does that mean? Core values are actually internal. So it is what you will use to drive the message that you give to your board, that you give to your volunteers, that you give to your staff. But core values talk a lot. It's more of you as a leader. What are the promises that you are making to your organization? What are the things that your organization stands for culturally? So it's basically telling people what you stand for, what your beliefs are, what does the organization stand for, and what does the organization believe in. So this is so important because this is how you groom the people in your organization to be brand ambassadors. This is how you help them with delivering the message of your organization. So core values are super important in this instance. So, your values really should be indicative of your mission and your vision. So, the whole premise of your mission and your vision should come to life in your core values. You want to make sure that inside your core values, people definitely see your purpose. They have to see your passion, but they also have to see your ability to see the big picture and the vision or the future for your organization. The other thing about the core values is, again, like I mentioned, it elaborates on your organizational culture. So what does your organization stand for? And it should help your staff members or your internal people with being able to make decisions. And here's why. Based on what your organization stands for and what you believe in, then you'll be able to make decisions that stand for the integrity of the organization. So, for instance, let me give you guys an example. My organization stands for integrity, confidentiality, innovation, truth, and accuracy. So when I make decisions, I want to make sure that those decisions are reflective of my core values, meaning the decision I'm making, is it bringing accuracy to the situation, or is it bringing confidentiality to the situation? The next thing is, are we doing things with integrity? And that helps me with decision making as well. And then also innovation, because I love technology, and any decision I make, I'm always thinking about, does this show my organization as being a leader in innovation, or does this show my organization in utilizing technology? So just knowing the core values and what your organization stands for is super important. I would like to tell people that the easiest way to develop your core values is, think about it as a promise. So you want to say that I promise that my organization will provide or do or be. And then you want to utilize the adjectives that you believe are indicative of how your organization will run. So like I said, I provided you guys with mine. They were integrity, confidentiality, innovation, truth, and accuracy. And you should develop yours. I also, again, this is interactive. So if you guys are interested, if you would like a list of the different adjectives that you could use to help you with building your core values, you can shoot me an email at tiffany@velvetropeexperience.com, and I'll be more than happy to send that to you via email. So this is our second installment, our second step in order to help you with being a successful nonprofit founding leader. And to do that, you have to be very specific, clear, and concise about your mission, your vision, as well as your core values. These are important things that you need to have to be successful with your organization, because these are the things that are helping you with your communication strategy. And we'll talk more about that as well. So I've mentioned two things in this particular session that we will expound on later. So look forward to that. That is operational budgets and planning, as well as communication strategy, because those are so important. But before you can actually communicate or build a strategy, you have to be able to articulate your mission, your vision, as well as internally, you want to make sure that you have core values that show your staffing, your volunteers, and your board exactly how you will operate and the promise that you will give to your internal group, as well as the promise that you are offering to your external group. So, I hope that step number two, I've elaborated and given you the information that you need to go forth and conquer. Remember that here at Velvet Rope Experience, I also help people with creating their mission, creating their vision, as well as putting together their core values. So if that's something that you're interested in, please make sure that you email us or go to velvetropeexperience.com, and you can contact us directly through the website. And then the other thing that we want to do is just make sure that you guys understand that in order to be successful, you have to change your mindset. You have to start thinking as a business leader, and business leaders are able to articulate their mission, vision, and core values. So until the next time that I see you guys on installment number 3, and I really do hope that you guys go out and purchase video number 3 as well. But we are glad that you came and stopped by and watched this video, our second installment. And until the next time that we talk to you, it is all about the experience. Have a good evening.